Afternoon. You just have picked up face to face. So, just what does it mean to be politically correct? It advocates to conform to prevailing liberal, progressive, or radical opinions. Simply speaking, if you don't cave into this social agenda, then you are either a racist, a Nazi, or just a person that is not up with the time. However, let us for a second look at the effect of so called political correctness. In today's world, it stresses helping society to utilize language that helps instead of harms, such as watching the particular pronouns used and the sort. Essentially, the bottom line remains the same, adopting a set of individuals' principles, attitudes, and opinions as to the way people ought to think and act. Well, how about people begin to accept spiritual correctness? And precisely what does this imply? First off, it stresses a difference between religion, denomination, and having a living and personal relationship with God. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your strength and with all your mind. Luke 10:27. Even more, someone that is spiritually correct understands knowing about God and knowing God, which are two opposing positions. Because the carnal mind is enmity against God, for it is not subject to the law of God, nor indeed can be. So then, those who are in the flesh cannot please God. But if you are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit, if indeed the Spirit of God dwells in you. Now, if anyone does not have the Spirit of Christ, he is not his. Romans 8:7-10. In other words, there are individuals like even our president that might view himself as, quote, a good Catholic. Yet being born in a garage will never make you a car. So if anyone does not confess their sin, seek to repent of their sin, and truly follow the Lord's teachings, they are not a Christian. Therefore, we need to see more people being spiritually correct than politically so. I beseech you, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable to God, which is your reasonable service. And do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. Romans 12:1-2. Well, you might not agree with what I just told you, and that's okay. But that's the way I see it. You take care of yourself.